Mag-aminan tayo dito right now.
Oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, ito na ba? Share ko na ba yun?
Ayoko, baka makancel ako. Mga ganon.
Free consultation.
Help me.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode, the pilot episode of the podcast, Royal Canin's first ever podcast! Let's malakas. We have live audience here on the podcast. By the way, my name is Cholo de la Cruz, and as a fur parent, I am so happy that we're actually doing this. Naghahanap ako every single time ng podcast na specifically for pets, and it's just nice that we have it here right now. So, big shout out to Royal Canin for making this happen. And yun na nga, if you guys are listening, watching, wherever you are, hope you guys are comfortable because it's gonna be a really nice conversation. Now, just to give you guys an expectation kung ano bang maririnig nyo dito sa podcast. So, we're gonna be learning more about pet nutrition, pet healthcare. And at the same time, we're going to be having some very special guests as well to share their stories naman about their fur babies. So maraming tawanan, iyakan, and definitely a lot of learning as well. Alam naman natin kasi diba pag pets, medyo may mga sentimental stories din tayo. So expect a little bit of that as well. But of course, speaking of learning, kailangan meron tayong guiding light on this podcast. You have to have someone who really knows their stuff when it comes to pet health and pet nutrition. And that is why we are going to be joined here today and hopefully forever by Royal Canin's resident vet, Doc Kitsie Torres.
Hi Cholo. Hi everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Definitely excited to talk about pets, nutrition, health, and of course, yung mga stories ng ating mga pet owner guests.
You know, Doc Kitsie, as a fur parent, diba, we usually go and rely on the internet to find information about like, oh, nagkaganito yung pet ko, or gumaganito yung pet ko, what do I do? But it's nice to have a platform like this where we can just listen to not just the vet, but also to real-life fur parents sharing their own stories, their own anecdotes about like their experiences as fur parents. At malalagyan natin ng science-based, fact-based na opinions, you know, and suggestions as well.
Yes, totally agree with you, Cholo, and excited for our first episode.
And speaking of our first episode, today's episode is going to be focused on different pets' unique needs. Dahil, as some of us may not know, no, there are different breeds of fur babies. And each breed or each type of pet has a specific need talaga when it comes to their health and nutrition. So that is why we're going to be talking about that. And we actually have some very special guests as well joining us today. And I'm so excited because we only get to watch them on social media. But now they are here, not doing skits, not giving us mga pa-quotes of the day, but they are also going to be joining us to share their stories about their pets and maybe learn a thing or two from Doc Kitsie as well kung baka may mga similar stories and experiences kayo. How about we give it up for Fonzi and Chompz! Welcome to the podcast.
Maraming salamat for inviting us.
Hindi ko alam sa legit yun. Oh, we're happy that you guys are here. And yun na nga, no, actually, before we started, tinanong ko si Fonz. Sabi ko, Fonz, may cats ka pala. Nakakatuwa. And how many pets do you have?
I have 4 po. Dapat ganyan.
Oo nga, napaka-formal.
I have 4 po.
Ang demure naman natin.
4 po yung pets ko. I have 2 cats and 2 dogs.
2 cats and 2 dogs. And how about you, Chompz?
So ako, I have 2 dogs that are my own. One is a golden retriever. His name's Chompy.
Yeah, we get to see them on,
Yep.
on social
and
media.
Another one is Theodore. He's a Siberian Husky.
Ooh. And when it comes to like taking care of your pets, like, are you guys, would you say on a rate of 1 to 10, gaano kayo ka-expert when it comes to like knowing what they should be eating, how you should be taking care of them on a daily basis? Ikaw, Fonz.
Dun sa technical side, yung ano yung kailangan nilang kainin, siguro mga 6/10. Pero sa emotional side, yung parang malungkot tong aso ko or hinahanap na ako ng aso, 10/10. Feeling ko ramdam na ramdam ko lahat ng happiness and hinagpis nila.
Hinagpis?
Parang ako yung nagluwal sa kanila. Ganun ako ka-connected sa pets ko. But I'm so thankful na nandito si Doc Kitsie kasi nga, yung in terms of needs nila, ano ba yung proper nutrition that they need to receive sa certain stages of their lives, yun ang medyo hindi masyadong magaling.
Tsaka ano, no? Kasi dalawa sa'yo eh. You have dogs and you have cats. So there's a lot of learning talaga for today. How about you, Chomps?
Yun din na-feel ko is, and I would say in the technical aspect, I would say I'm either a 5 or 6. Kasi similar to other people, I also just read up online, ask some of my vet friends, so on and so forth. But then the extent is, okay ba to sa aso ko? Oo or hindi. Yun lang talaga. So I don't really know the technical benefits. Pero in terms of the emotional and the connection, parang feel ko kasi kaya ko silang kausapin eh. As in, titingnan lang nila ako, tataho lang sila, okay, alam ko na kung ano kailangan nila.
And I think that's the power of, having pets and at the same time being a pet parent as well. Kasi, kumbaga, you don't need words to understand what they need. But at the same time, di rin naman tayo manghuhula. Kaya kailangan na intindihan natin sila. And tama sabi ni Fonz kanina, no, na there are different needs when it comes to different stages in life. Diba, Doc?
Yeah, so definitely pag kittens pa lang sila or puppies, iba yung needs nila kasi they're growing eh. So we have to feed them in a way na yung nutrients na kuha nila is for immunity kasi wala pa silang mga bakuna as well, easy to digest. And then when they become adults, again, different na, di ba? So you start with a strong foundation when they're kittens and puppies, make them healthy. Tapos pag adult, you have to maintain that. So hindi pwedeng pag kittenhood or puppyhood lang yung sobrang tutok kayo with the nutrition, but definitely tuloy niyan until adulthood kasi you still have to maintain their weight, and also their skin and coat. And then once na naging na sila, starting
Senior
to age,
na,
again we have to change their diet then kasi iba na naman yung kailangan nilang nutrients.
Doc, ano yung senior stage ng aso?
Yeah, that's actually a great question kasi not a lot of people know about this, no? So ano yung dogs mo?
Isang husky, isang Pomeranian.
Okay, husky Pomeranian, husky golden.
Yes.
So si Pomeranian, yung smaller dogs live longer. No?
Yes.
So Pomeranians, 8 months pa lang adult na sila. Tapos they start the aging stage at 8 years old. So those are for Pomeranians. For huskies and goldens, I have a golden too. They start aging mga 5 years old pa lang.
3 years earlier.
So ako 8 years old na yung golden ko. So yeah, so unfortunately, bigger dogs have a shorter life. So kaya talaga we have to make sure na also our pet parents who are watching, they know about this.
Yeah.
Now, medium-sized dogs, some huskies are medium-sized dogs, mga 11 to 25 kilograms. Sila naman mga 7 years old. Sila naging adult. And then of course, we have the cats. So cats known for long lives, di ba? So cats naman, 7 years old then, nag-iiba na. They start to age.
Okay.
And then parang senior years nila is at 12 years old. So dapat nag-iiba tayo ng nutrients na binibigay sa kanila, ng diets when they reach these ages.
Okay.
Pero totoo, no? Kasi when our pets grow older, you tend to hindi naman, I don't want to say neglect, but like you tend to be more complacent about taking care of them. Kasi pag bata, naman talaga, kahit, di ba, batang human baby, you have to really put some more time and care into them. Pero when they get older, parang, alam niya na yan. Alam niya, lagi ko lang yung pagkain niya, kakainin din naman niya. Pero hindi pala dapat ganon. There are specific care and needs for specific life stages of our pets, no? So, but I want to know from you, Fonz, do you have like a quirky, a memorable memory of like you having your cats specifically?
I have so many, pero may isang nag-stand out. Oh my God, ito na ba? Share ko na ba yun?
Alam mo, bukas pa, wala na.
Kasi ganito, meron akong isang puspin at isang Persian cat. Yung puspin, I've always wanted to adopt a puspin, pero ayokong maghanap. Gusto ko, sabi ko, mag-a-adapt ako ng puspin pag may nakita ko sa kalsada. Nagpipray ko talaga kay God na, Lord, pag-adaptin niyo ako ng puspin. And kung bakit, it's a different story, mahabang storya. So, one day, nagdadrive ako, nakakita ko ng puspin sa kalsada while I was in Cavite. So, kinuha ko siyang maliit siya. Pagkuha ko sa kanya, may lumabas from the bush na dalawa pa. So, 3 silang magkakapatid.
Okay.
So, in-adopt ko silang 3 since medyo critical yung stage, yung buhay nila that time. So, yung isa, yung pinaka nakita ko sa kalsada, hindi talaga nakasurvive. Yung dalawa, kahit pa paano, naging healthy. Ngayon, yung isa sa kanila is nawala din. Tapos nakita ko talaga yung sadness nung naiwan. Parang absorb ko yung sadness. Naman na parang wala na siyang kalaro. Kaya nung nakita ko dun sa Facebook na may friend ako na naghahanap for rehoming for another cat, ginrab ko na kagad para may kasama siya. Your question is, ano yung memory? Yung sudden shift ng hinahanap niya yung kapatid niya. Kasi parang for a few months, as in talagang natutulog sila parang bola. Diba? Tapos parang ang sakit-sakit sa akin na makita na naiwan siya. Kaya yun. Yun yung memory ko na nung nagmamiyaw-miyaw siya mag-isa, hinahanap niya yung kapatid niya. Yun lang po.
Pero grabe, no? I mean, you just prayed for it and then it happened and yun nga yung nangyayari. I get now why you say na parang may emotional connection ka sa kanila. Kasi nga kahit na hindi mo, yun na, nakita mo lang sila sa streets, sa kinupkup mo lang sila, and then for you to kind of be part of that journey of theirs, parang meron talagang kurot, meron talagang piece of them that really was a part of you as well.
Yes, and may ito pala, para simpler answer. Pag nanonood ako ng TV, di ba yung mga cats minsan pumapatong dito? Siya ipapatong niya lang isang ganyan lang siya dito. Ang cute-cute niya pag ginagawa niya.
Tuwa ka na, no?
Pag ganyan, nanonood din siya ng TV.
That's true. Hindi kahit po lang, alam mo yun, kahit yung random po na nakapatong lang sa'yo, may meaning na yan para sa ating mga fur parents eh. How about you, Chompz? Do you remember like a time where, you know, you took home, sige, yun na lang, nung inuwi mo sa'yo yung mga puppies mo?
So, I would say that was a pretty memorable experience then. Kasi si Chompz kasi nauna sa akin eh. Parang nauna si Chompz by a year sa akin. So, nung nakuha ko si Theo, parang 1-year-old na si Chompz. Tapos kaya ako kinuha si Theo kasi mag-isa kasi si Chompz. Tapos, parang madalas kasi ako pumasok nun sa college, undergrad kasi ako nun. So, parang sabi ko, parang kailangan ng kaibigan ni Chompy. So, kumuha ako ng husky. And, nung naalala ko yun kasi nung pag-uwi namin, si Theo, mga 3 months old pa lang siya. Tapos, parang, alam ko kasi na parang, di ba, when you first let two dogs interact, dapat, parang mangangamoy
muna sila.
Hindi dapat biglaan. So, naalala ko yun Yung first interaction nila, my sister was holding Chompy. I was holding Theo. Tapos, yung first interaction nila, yung nag-touch yung noses nila, parang, alam mong magkapatid sila. At parang dun ko na-realize na, shocks, kuya na si Chompy. Ganon. And then, parang since then, parang yun, nililibot-libot ni Theo yung garden namin. Tapos si Chompz, sinusundan lang niya si Theo. Parang, sa buntot lang siya. Ganon. Tapos, naalala ko yung first time na trinay ni Theo umakyat sa stairs. Tapos, si Chompz kasi mabilis siya umakyat sa stairs. Pero, yung nangyari nun, so si Theo, parang pakunti-kunti. Si Chompz na una. Tapos si Theo, pakunti-kunti. Tapos nung napansin ni Chompz na hindi nakahabol si Theo, tumingin siya sa likod, tapos bumaba siya, tapos inantay niyang makaakyat.
Ayun na nga. Sabi ko na nga sa inyo dito sa podcast, we have very special guests. Akala niyo si Fonzi, si
dumalaw.
Chompz yun. Hindi. It's their cat! Well, it's Fonzi's cat. Anong name niya?
Inky.
Inky.
So, siya yung rescue.
Siya po si Inky. Rescue. Ito yung, siya yung, kahit nasan akong part ng bahay, basta nakaupo ako, tatabi siya sa akin, tapos gaganon.
Talagang ganun lang.
At sa ayaw nang siya yung hinahag. Gusto niya yung humahag.
Sample. Pero ang bait niya, no? Well, Fonz, you have Inky with
This is
you.
Inky.
And you have another one, which is also coming into the studio. Ang dami nating special
The
guests.
newest
today.
addition to my family, my bunso. The princess of that. Kasi yung
Paano katandaan
dalawang
na siya?
aso. Let's say hi. This is Billy.
Billy and Inky.
Alright. So when I was asked to come here, they were asking to bring one cat. They were asking me to bring one cat. Sabi ko, parang hindi po kakayanin ng isa. Kailangan may kasama siya lagi.
Kasi
So,
lagi silang magkadikit
Kasi hindi sila... Doc, dapat ba nilalabas yung mga pusa?
Nilalaba?
Yung parang ginagala.
Oo nga, no? Kasi you normally hear dogs. You have to
Yeah.
walk them outside, interact them.
Okay, there are different types of cats. Parang think of them parang introvert, extrovert. No? To simplify it. Some cats, they're open to going out. Sila yung mga okay dalhin sa mga mall, i-harness, they love exploring. But there are cats na ayaw. And let's not force them to go
Ayun nga.
out.
Kasi
So,
first time nila technically lumabas today.
Yeah.
Aside from nag-vet kami. Pero naiingit ako, parang pag nasa labas ako, tapos dala ko yung mga dogs, namimiss ko sila. Arte ko. gusto ko pag lumalabas kaming lahat.
Kaming lahat.
Parang nagigilty ako. Yung mga
Kasi may
pusa ko
naiwan
nandun. Kaya lang baka nga ayaw nila.
Yeah. So I would suggest then, I'm not a big fan of yung mga backpacks na parang bubble. Kasi cats, they want to feel safe. So, mas maganda yung mga carriers na can be dark inside. Make sure they have their favorite blankets and toys inside para comfy sila. Tapos, yun nga, don't expose them na parang nakalabas lagi. It can be stressful, lalo na pag nagka-pant na sila. Nakikita ko kasi sa malls or sa mga pet expos, nagka-pant na yung cat,
Oh my God.
tapos nandun pa rin siya karga.
We often hear this, especially in Royal Canin talks, na different breeds talaga have different nutritional
Yeah.
needs, So, why is that so, Doc? I mean, di ba, some people would think, aso naman to eh. So, kung ano makita kong pagkain dyan sa grocery, basta may picture ng aso, pwede na yan. Or may picture ng pusa, pwede na
Yeah.
yan. So, why do we say here at Royal Canin that different breeds have different needs?
Because different breeds, they were bred to do different things.
Yeah.
Okay? So, kaya iba-iba din yung itsura nila. A lot of, like, the Golden Retriever and the Husky, they were bred to work. No? So they were bred in a way na like the Golden Retriever has this double coat. And have you taken your dog to the beach swimming?
Yes.
You'll see na parang the droplet, they don't really, parang minsan nakita mo yung droplet.
Yeah.
Parang more waterproof yung kanilang coat. And then Husky din, double coated because they're for snow. So that also comes with the sensitivity. So Huskies more prone to skin sensitivities, but also Goldens. Pomeranians naman, they're toy dogs, yes, but because of their size, they're more prone to what we call patellar luxation, yung sa knees.
Yes.
Alam mo na.
I love it. Professional.
Yes. So that's why mga pom owners, but also Chihuahua, so there's like a small dog problem, no? Minsan, nakikita mo sila mag-limp bigla. Tapos mamaya wala na naman. Mamaya limp na naman because their kneecap is loose. So this is something that Pomeranian owners need to watch out for. So kailangan yung nutrients na nasa diet na binibigay mo sa may breed mong dogs and cats, kailangan talaga higher in like some nutrients. Like for example, Golden Retrievers, Huskies, omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids for the skin. But also, Golden Retrievers prone to heart disease. So L-carnitine should be there in the right amount. Persians din, dapat the phosphorus level is healthy for the kidneys because cats naman are prone to kidney disease and urinary problems. So,
I heard
when
that.
you get a pet with a breed, you have to learn muna about that breed
Oh
and
my
their
God.
sensitivity. So, it's not only yung health and sensitivities, but also yung personalities then are different.
Can I share something
Sure.
about that topic? Kasi you said, before getting a pet, learn about their breed. When I got my husky 6 years ago, sorry, this is a mistake on my part. Kinuha ko siya kasi cute. I had no idea how to take care of a husky.
Yeah.
Yung lifestyle ko 6 years ago was very, very much not aligned sa needs ng husky. And so napamahal na lang talaga ako dun sa aso ko. So I had to adjust my entire lifestyle
Yeah.
para sa kanya.
Yeah.
And ang suggestion ko sa mga nanonood, number one, please don't get a husky. Sobrang hirap niya talagang alagaan.
Yes.
Marami nag-aalaga and they think they're providing the best for the husky. Pero required talaga silang malamig all the time, di ba?
Yes, and also the
Totoo yung
exercise.
laging naka-aircon?
Oo. Naka-aircon. Kasi there was a time nung kinuha ko siya, wala pa akong aircon. Ramdam na ramdam ko yung nakaganyan lang sa electric fan. So feeling ko, in a way, inaabuso ko siya. Kasi I'm not meeting his needs. Tapos marami rin ako nakikita na naririnig na kumuha ng husky after a while, pinapa-adapt. Kasi hindi, nagulat sila na ganito pala. So please do not get a husky pagka wala kayong
Time.
Tapos yun, 3 times a day kami naglalakad.
Yeah.
Kasi nga, I live in a condo.
Yeah.
And I think kayo may backyard, at least your husky can run around. My husky does not have that privilege.
Yeah. Kailangan talaga study the breed, not just because they're cute, not just because they're popular, that you get that breed. Make sure na they fit your lifestyle. And what's good with you is ikaw yung nag-adjust. Kasi some people will not adjust.
Correct,
Yeah.
no? Since we've already learned a lot about our cats and dogs, I think we should level up the learning by playing a game. Ito, bagong-bago, never been done before in the history of the Philippines. 2 truths, 1 lie.
Oh my God.
So, ang gagawin nyo lang naman dito, as if no, hindi na sinabi sa pangalan ng game, Hulaan nyo lang dito kung ano yung lie. And
Okay.
perfect, dahil pasok din ni Tio ngayon, ay, si Tio. For those who are watching us, listening,
Hi,
you
Tio.
can switch over to the video format. We've got Tio here joining us as well for the game. So,
Alis na.
Fonz, Chompz, you guys have to tell us what you think is the lie out of the 3 sentences na sasabihin ni Doc Kitsie. So, this is gonna be breed specific.
Alright.
Ayan. And we're gonna be starting with the Persian.
Okay.
Patay.
Round
Okay.
1, Persian. All right. So number 1, Persians have brachycephalic or flat faces. Second statement, Persians are prone to kidney diseases. Or third statement, Persians can handle extreme heat. Anong answer mo, Tio?
Okay. Nag-buzzer si Tio.
Buzzer.
Ayun yung buzzer.
Ano buzzer mo? Kaya may buzzer ka.
Yung pangatlo.
Pangatlo.
Persians can handle extreme heat?
Extreme
Ikaw
heat.
naman. Oy, mag-buzzer ka muna.
Ang lie is Persians are prone to kidney disease kasi ayokong i-manifest.
Sorry ang game dito ay yung totoong lie. Hindi yung kung kung gusto mo maging lie.
Ayokong i-invite.
Ibang konsepto ata yung laro mo.
Hindi, yung third din, kasi kaya nauna siya. But I'll just go with the kidney disease.
Okay, Doc.
Okay. Correct. It's a third statement. Persians actually can't handle extreme heat. And I think we touched upon this earlier kasi nga, because they're brachycephalic, longer than yung soft palate nila, flat yung faces, so medyo restricted na yung airflow sa loob. So this also applies to mga bulldogs, shih tzus, and other flat face
Ano yung
breeds.
maximum heat na kaya? Ito guys.
In degrees or in Fahrenheit? Ay, in Celsius in Fahrenheit.
Well, I don't know.
Kailangan po din po ba naka-aircon sila? Although nakaka-benefit naman siyang naka-aircon.
Hindi naman.
Okay.
Oo.
But since flat
no need
face sila,
naman.
bawal silang idamit. Diba? Tama ba?
Ano lang, when you talagang pag ayaw nila and super init,
Yeah.
definitely wag. Kasi
Wag na.
they have higher body temperatures than humans and dogs and
Yeah,
cats.
that's true.
No, so and again they don't sweat. So kaya rin hindi na siya pwedeng iwan sa cars, you know.
Ay, utang na
even-
loob. Huwag nyo namang iwan nyo.
Kahit naka-on.
Kahit naka-aircon. Kasi
Oo,
nga,
wag.
it's wag. Yeah, and always fresh water for
Ayun, and they
cats
also have
and
like
dogs.
particular coat and
Yes.
hydration. Kaya perfect yung Royal
Yes.
Canin Persian talaga. Okay, let's move on to our next one, which is the British short hat.
The
Dapat may British
short
accent
hair.
din
Oh,
siya.
the
Pag
British
sumagot.
short hat. Kailangan British din, Doc. Ah.
Oh.
Go,
Oo,
go.
kailangan
Kaya mo
British
yan,
shit.
Doc.
Oo, kaya mo yan.
Let's go.
Let's get Cheerio. Okay.
Cheerio.
British short hair.
Uy,
First segment. Ayoko, baka makancel
Oh,
ako.
sige na, go.
Okay, first is they have short lifespans.
Okay.
Second, they have a muscular body but not very athletic body.
Okay.
Sana all.
Third statement, they have a tendency to develop gingivitis.
Okay.
Iba yung ano.
Ano?
Ano ulit? Lie. Yung lie is, I think the second one.
Yung lie.
Yung muscular but
Yung
not
Muscular but not athletic.
Yan yung mga tipong
Yung
mga
like-
kaibigan natin na hindi ako nag-gym pero may cuts, gano'n. Sila
Me.
yun.
How about you?
Ano yung first?
First is they have short lifespans.
Feel ko yung third. Ano ba yung gingivitis?
Yung inflammation ng gums.
Ay, gums. Oh, di ba? Mali
So
din
they
ako.
have a tendency to develop gingivitis.
I'd go with the athletic body.
Okay.
Okay. Body.
Nasagot mo na eh.
Kasi mga British,
Pwede naman.
muscular sila.
Cat to, ah,
Pwede
cat.
kayong same, ha?
Pusa pa nung gano'n, no?
Okay, so actually, the lie is the first. They have short lifespan. So,
Ah,
di ba
so
cat
mali
9
kang dalawa.
lives?
Ilang lives lang siya?
Hindi. Long
Hindi. So,
na.
long life siya.
12 sa kanya.
Yeah. So, with cats,
Bakit short? British short. Dapat long.
Oo nga.
short hair.
Hair na, short
Yung hair, yung short.
Pakikat yun ng corny. Charot.
Short yung hair but long
But as
ang
long as
life.
they're healthy, you know, you give the right nutrition, they are very muscular cats. Feeling mo minsan, mukha silang, if you go to like the cat shows, you'll see some of the world champions. Parang ang taba nila. Pero actually, that's muscle. Pero then again, you have to make sure na muscle nga yun. Kasi also when, you know, a cat is overweight or a dog is overweight, umiikli din yung lifespan nila. So as long as they're healthy, mahaba yung buhay nila.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So may specific build pala sila, no?
Yeah, so dapat yung diet nila has nutrients for like L-carnitine, which helps in fat metabolism, and tama lang yung calories to support that, and also good heart health.
But tama ko, Doc, diba? Meron si Royal Canin na talaga specific food for British Shorthair.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
It's
yun.
not only the nutrients, but also yung mga shape ng kibble. Same with the Persian. Because Persians are flat-faced. And also, fun fact, pag kinukuha nila yung kibble nila, they use the underside of their tongue. So, parang pag ganun.
Wow.
parang
Persian.
Persian.
Arte
So,
niya.
oo.
Hindi maarte. Ganun
Ayaw niya ng
talaga.
dapat pag ganun. Kaya yung shape ng Persian kibble ng RC is almond
Good for
shape.
the undertongue.
So, hindi lang siya pa-cute. Tapos, iba din yung shape ng sa Golden Retriever and sa British Shorthair.
We gotta give props to RC, no, for just thinking of that. Even like the kibble design and
Yeah.
all. It's smart.
Yeah.
Let's talk about ito naman, a breed na I think is majority of the whole Philippines has. I have 4. The Shih Tzu.
Let's go.
Let's
Ang
go.
Asang
Kung baka let's
Pinoy.
go, may mga Shih Tzu kayo.
Iba is, or Shih Tzu, otherwise known as Sweet Tzu.
Sweet Tzu.
Sweet Tzu.
They're very sweet.
Bakit yung isa hindi masyado? Shih Tzu.
Sweet Tzu.
Okay.
Joke lang. So first is Shih Tzus may develop issues with their sight and should always be kept on check. So issues sa mata. Second, Shih Tzus are less likely to develop atopic dermatitis or skin sensitivity. So atopy is like environmental allergy or eczema. And third is Shih Tzus like to cuddle. So which one is the lie?
Ba't pa iba-iba?
Kasi variation. I think the second one is the lie.
The lie. Okay. Ikaw.
I think the second one.
The
is
second
also-
one then. How about you? As a Shih Tzu owner.
Hindi ako nakatingin sa script. No? I would say the second one
The
is
second,
the lie.
yes. So definitely Shih Tzus are more prone to skin sensitivities, environmental allergies. Sometimes then pet owners think na nangate yung dog nila, Shih Tzu nila because allergic sa chicken. Like they assume, but actually sometimes it's not the food. No,
It's
it's,
the weather.
actually the weather, the environment, sensitive lang talaga sila.
That's why.
Yeah.
I have to get my dog checked. All right, we move on to ito. Meron si Chompz nito, so I have high expectations for you. The Golden Retriever.
Okay,
Ito
game.
na, okay. First, Goldens are friendly and active dogs.
Yes.
Second,
Yes.
Yun na.
Ano oras the owner?
Second, Goldens almost never shed. And third, Goldens are prone to joint issues like hip dysplasia and heart disease.
Just second one is the lie.
Second one is Goldens almost never shed. Yes,
Ikaw, Fonz.
that's a lie.
The first one.
The first one.
Maiba lang. Sige, second one.
Yeah. So
Because-
definitely, sometimes, pet owners don't know. But yeah, as a golden owner, they shed a
They do.
lot because they're double coated. They're also, they can be sensitive to heat because of their double coat. Kasi nga, they were bred in Scotland, I believe, to retrieve objects in cold water.
Kala ko gold.
Diba?
May mga,
Like, kasi golden
di ba may
retriever-
mga
meron-
breeds, they were bred to do a
find-
specific task.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, yung color black na maliit.
Minipin.
Mini pincher.
Okay.
They were bred to catch rats.
Rats. Yes. So, iba-iba.
Thickness.
Story yan.
Yeah, so they actually they shed, so they need nutrients for the coat health, but also unfortunately true din na prone to joint issues like hip dysplasia. I have a golden retriever na surgery na siya kasi he has hip dysplasia. And yung isa pa is heart disease, so kailangan din yung diet nila has all these nutrients in the amount for a golden retriever. That's why we have yung diet specific for this breed.
So dahil shedder si Chompz, nakakailang lint roller ka kada
Actually,
buwan?
hindi lang kasi si Chompz, si Theo
Oo,
din. Ito
Theo
nga
din.
kukuha lang ako nito para may...
Meron na
fair
agad,
As in,
no?
unlimited siya. So, I would say, one, kailangan mo lang maintindihan na inevitable na siya.
Inevitable,
Kahit ganong
correct.
karaming lint roller,
Correct.
mapapansin yan kahit papaano. So,
Oo.
I would say, on average, kung may husky ka or golden retriever ka, bumili ka na ng marami. Tapos
Correct.
lagi ka dapat meron sa bag, meron sa kotse, meron sa
Or
office.
magdala ka na ng extra shirt.
Oo.
Pero for
That's
sure,
true.
meron din yan.
That's true. So I would
Pero
say,
normal naman yan, Doc, na nagsha-shed yung huskies, yung
Yeah.
mga golden retriever, like, ng excessive yung ano.
Yeah,
What would you
it's
say is
normal.
alarming?
Alarming is kung meron ng bald spots.
Bald
Yeah.
spot.
And they're also itchy. And that's why important then to brush them regularly. Sometimes kasi also as a big dog owner, parang usually kasi yung mga small dogs like PAWs, Shih Tzus, yung parang sobra tayong attentive na brush every day. But actually, kailangan din ng the big dogs para nga maalis na yung mga loose hair.
Yes.
And to keep them cool.
Yeah.
No? Kasi air can be trapped in between, these coats. Even sa PAW pala. So PAWs are also double coated. So important to brush regularly if you need to get them groomed.
Hindi, pero yun nga, they have specific coats, no?
Yes.
The Shih Tzus and the Golden Retrievers. So the
different
Golden
types of-
Retriever having heart and joint issues as well. Yeah, buti na nga lang, we have Royal Canin Shih Tzu and Royal Canin Golden Retriever as well for to take care of their overall health care, no? In and out.
Yeah, and we also have Royal Canin Pomeranian. So meron
Been
din.
using it since the day, anong name ng Pomeranian ko? Skype. Since the day Skype was born, Royal Canin talaga.
Love that. Now, let's talk about your puspin naman. Meron tayo
okay.
dito. The spotlight is on you.
Puspins. Okay.
Talk about our
For
puspins.
Inky. So, first statement, puspins can stay healthy eating just stable scraps, tira-tira. Second statement, puspins are usually very playful and active. Third statement, puspins thrive on complete and balanced food. Hirap.
Parang obvious naman yung...
Third!
Alright, ang lie po ay yung statement number 1. They don't thrive.
Please say it in full sentence. Word per word.
nakalimutan.
One of these days, na
Okay, yung
tatagalogin ko
table
na lang, yung
scrap.
parang table scraps. Yun. So, I think even if, tama ba yung statement ko na, kahit puspin sila, tama ba yun? Parang pangit. Help me. Alam mo siya, ito parang hindi mo na,
But yeah, it's a valid.
kasi
Yeah,
parang,
yeah.
it's a
Makes sense.
idea ng mga tao, puspin lang naman yan, or aspin lang naman yan,
Yeah.
tama na yung mga tira-tira.
Oo.
Yung puspin ko, since yung Persian ko is eating Royal Canin, yun din yung pagkain niya, syempre.
Okay.
Ay, walang pinatuwa.
Tama naman.
Walang pinatuwa yung sentence.
Hindi, tawa.
No, that's
We
right.
get it.
And I think, rin yan, misconception nga ng madami na puspin kasi galing naman yan sa labas
Yeah.
malakas yan.
Kumbaga, bago mo pa iuwi, ganun na rin naman kinakain
Oo,
niya.
but yeah, definitely, they need the right nutrition pa rin. A lot of puspins get sick as well pa rin, no?
I believe may Royal Canin din for indoor cats, right?
Yes.
Exactly, yes. It's Royal Canin indoor.
Indoor cat. Now, we already know from this conversation that different nutritional needs talaga for different types of pets. Now, let's go into a more personal a more personal note. And mag-aminan tayo dito right now. Handa na
Naku,
ba
ano
mga
yan?
tissue nyo?
Oh, game
Handa na ba kayo? Let's play Never Have I Ever.
Let's go.
Grabe, emotional. So, itong Never Have I Ever na to, again, pag na-experience nyo na, I have.
Okay.
I have ever ba?
Dapat tatahol.
Ay, tatatawal.
Pag sample nga.
Uy, wow! O, diba? Si Tio na pa-react. Ibig sabihin, accurate.
Aagawan pa ako ng trabaho.
So, we have boards here right now.
Ayan.
One says, I have,
Okay.
and never
Wow.
have I ever. I have
Okay.
and I have never pala.
Okay,
Ayan.
never.
So, ayan, si Fonzi, si Chompz, and si Doc Kitsie meron. I'm gonna give you guys the situations. Here we go.
Okay.
Never have I ever cleaned up a hairball.
Oh my God, sorry. Tagalog ko. Never have I ever cleaned.
Never
pa
ka
akong
pang
naglinis.
nakalinis ng hairball.
As in,
Yung kinakuff up na hair
Okay.
Ng cat.
from cats na
okay.
dinidilaan nila sarili nila. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Diba? Iharap niyo sa akin para okay, ayan. I have never. As a cat owner talaga,
Kaya
never.
actually, never ko pa sila nakita na ganun. Baka baby pa sila. Dahil doon.
May age ba yun, Doc? Yung fur ball?
No.
Ano yung tsura nun?
So it can be cuffed up. So pag narinig mo yung cats, ito. Mga ganon.
Never ko pa sila
bakit sila nangyari?
Accurate.
Accurate pinag-aralan namin yun.
Oo.
Or pwede rin sa stool. But,
Baka sa stool.
kasama. Pero makikita mo dapat yun, parang may hair. But kasi if the diet has a lot of fiber, hindi na nila, sumasama na siya sa poop. So, hindi na siya i-vomit. But others, yan yung parang magigising yung cat owner sa gabi kasi narinig nilang sumusuka yung cat nila. Tapos paglabas, it's a ball of fur.
So
Is
it
it a
could
good
be...
thing na hindi siya naggaganon?
Yes, it's a good thing. Yeah.
Pero Doc, bakit siya nangyayari?
So, yung cats kasi, pag dinilaan ka ng cat mo, anong pakiramdam? Smooth?
Magaspang.
Amazing.
It's like it's amazing.
I feel so... I feel
Medyo
love.
I
I feel
feel
love.
I mean, is it smooth or rough?
Rough.
Rough. Pag dog kasi
Paano yung
smooth,
rough?
diba?
Ayun.
Magaspang. Kasi yung tongue ng cats, may spikes
Ah.
na pabaliktad. So when they groom themselves, sumasama yung fur. Tapos actually, whenever they groom themselves, they swallow 2/3 of their
So
fur.
it's kind of like they're choking on their fur, kaya nila
Exactly.
pina-fur
Oo.
ball.
So, ayaw nating ni-regurgitate nila, nilalabas. Mas okay na sinasama sa stool, no? Kasi there are times then, and I've experienced this sa clinic, no, na there's so much hairball na na-stuck na sa loob.
Baka ganun.
Tapos, wag naman sana.
Hindi naman.
And na-surgery na. I mean, may symptoms naman yun. Nagsusuka na siya, hindi siya makain. But yeah, maybe start observing yung poop closely. Na parang,
Oo,
kung may
para
hair
makita
pa.
mo lang kung may mga buhok.
Pero
may
usually,
fur
it's more
ball.
more common with long-haired breeds. So, yung kibeli. No? Tingnan mo. Kaya importante din to brush their hair para we help them to remove excess fur.
Sige po.
Okay, ito na. Second one. Never have I ever felt nervous seeing something different in my pet's pee. Wait lang. 3, 2, 1, pa 3, 2, 1, go! I have. I think it's a normal thing, especially for us na hyper concerned about our pets. Konting
Yes.
something lang,
Yeah.
react na. Pero what
Super.
did you notice that made you nervous?
Because one of the things I notice the normal behavior of my dogs. So I know how they poop, I know how they pee,
Yeah.
I know usually how frequent, I know when
Yeah.
they're hungry, so on and so forth. So when there's something that's different, I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? That stuff. So there was this one time, Chompy, my golden retriever, because he usually, pees like normally na.
Yeah.
He lifts his leg and etc. like that. But then there was this one time I noticed that he was peeing more frequently than he was.
Okay.
And he could usually control his pee to pee outside. But then now he was peeing inside and etc. like that. And then I noticed there was one time there was like some droplets of blood.
Oh.
And then when I noticed that, I was like, oh my god. Immediately I dropped everything.
Yeah.
I went
Bring
to the
to the
vet.
vet.
We had an x-ray, etc. like that. Had him diagnosed. We took the medications and etc. like that. And it was all good.
Oh, I
So
see.
basically, it was like, I noticed one small micro detail and I was like, I don't think this is right. I don't think
A
this
change in color
yeah.
lang, no? Or
And then
may-
thankfully,
Blood,
there really was something right. There was something wrong with his digestive intestines. It was
Buti
too
nahabol.
inflamed. And then, yeah.
That's
So,
good.
yeah.
Ikaw naman, Fon.
Okay. Can I, graphic? Di ba pag nagpipi yung aso, pag ganyan?
Oh, para sa mga nakikinig, naka-arko.
Naka-arko.
Okay, naka-arko.
So one time, parang pinapaihi ko siya ng pinapaihi. Tapos there was a time na parang kanina pa siya ihi ng ihi kasi nagagala kami.
Oh.
Yung ihi niya ganyan na. Parang tumutulong gripo. Tapos parang nakaganon siya. Naka Disney knees.
Disney. Naka-Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
ganyan.
Yung-
Is this the
I get
Pomeranian
it.
or the Husky?
Ayun, the husky.
Okay.
Okay.
Tapos yung pee niya, hindi walang trajectory. Parang gripong ganun. Tapos parang
pababa
feeling ko
lang.
nasasaktan siya. So yun na, oh my God, Bibi, ano nangyayari? Yun lang.
Sorry, nandito kami sa follow-through. Ano nangyari after nung nalaman mo?
Dinala ko siya sa vet. Pagkatapos sabi ng vet, i-observe. Tama ba yung mga response ng mga vet pag laging ganun? I-observe mo muna.
As a vet.
Tapos, nawawala naman. I-observe ko nga. Nawawala.
Nawala naman.
Pero hindi na bumalik.
Napraning ka lang.
Bumabalik siya siguro mga twice a year. Yung pagka sobrang dalas niyang sobrang tagal namin naglalakad, tapos lahat na ihiyan niya, feeling ko nauubos yung wiwi niya.
Yeah.
So, yung parang mga last few wiwi niya, pinipilit niyang lumabas, tapos feeling ko nasasaktan siya.
Yeah. May mga ganun nga. That's, as long as normal yung color, so basically like light yellow, hindi cloudy, no blood,
Hindi
hindi
orange.
orange, then just you can observe. Okay? You can always ask your vet na, hindi, I want to know more. Okay? Ultrasound, x-ray. But yes, as a vet din, with my own dogs and my friends who are vets know this. Kahit ako, pag may nakita akong kakaiba sa pet ko, parang nawawala yung pagka-vet ko. So I have to consult with
I was gonna ask that
other
nga.
talaga?
Like as a vet, do you consult a
Parang
vet?
biglang, parang nagtitake over yung pagka-pet parent
Yes,
ko.
yes.
Na nagiging praning ako masyado. But it's better na maging praning
Correct.
Yes,
than
that's true.
to wait it out. No,
Yes.
you're the pet parent.
That's
you
true.
know agad kapag may kakaiba na.
Yeah.
So even vets get a second opinion. I love
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
Actually, Doc, curious ako. Ano sa tingin mo yung magiging red flags talaga? Kunwari, whether it's in terms of urine or pee. Kasi kunwari ako, yung nakita ko kasi yung when there was a drop of blood in my dog's pee, the vet kasi said, let's observe muna, etc. Like that. Sabi ko, Doc, I want to run tests and etc. Like that. Like, I didn't want to wait anymore kasi. Because for me, it was like, blood, wrong. Mali. Ganon. So what would you say as a vet would be, if you see this, kailangan mo na magpa-check?
Well, siguro if I was like the vet nung aso mo, definitely would do a thorough physical exam. Sometimes kasi the blood can be parang sugat ba in that area, kaya nagka-blood. Kung hindi, parang nakahalo talaga siya sa pee, then yeah, I would run tests na. So definitely, pag may blood, I think it's something that you need to go to your vet for, or yung too dark, or lalo na sa cats, pag hindi sila umihi ng isang araw, that's emergency. Like, takbo ka na talaga. Or if you see them straining, both dogs and cats, yung ang tagal na nilang nakapwesto.
Pero walang lumalabas.
Okay lang yung parang dahil ihi na sila ihi.
Yeah.
Tapos parang sa dulo.
Wala na kasi lumalabas.
Pero kung sa simula pa lang,
maganda.
that's also dangerous. Also, kunwari naman, ihi ng ihi din.
Yeah.
Non-stop. That's also something to be concerned.
Well, at least we have Royal Canin urinary care
Yes.
to help us with, our pets' bladder, no? It's really important. Especially in even the most minute details like what you noticed can really mean something.
Yeah.
So, kumbaga, prevention is better than cure. So let's try to do that as early on.
Yeah,
Now,
especially for mini dogs like PAWs and also cats. They're the ones na hindi mahilig uminom ng tubig. Kung mapapansin mo baka yung paw mo less uminom
ng water.
sa big dogs. That's why they're more prone. So dapat yung diet nila has balanced minerals and nutrients that support urinary health. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, let's go to this next one. Never have I ever noticed a pet scratching or licking their skin too much. 3, 2, 1, go.
Never. Okay.
I have never. I have.
Wow, healthy.
All right. Sige. Ano yung notice mo?
Like for me, actually, 2 occurrences with my dog. It's really chompy. He's the problem.
Golden red.
No, yeah.
Parang
So
medyo marami si
chompy.
Chompy.
Well, for one, I want to ask Doc, because he always licks everything. As in when he licks, as in it's like his coping mechanism.
Yeah.
As in almost every stuffed toy, pillow, or even when he licks me.
Okay.
Is that something to be concerned about, or is it?
Hindi naman. Hindi.
Or
I think, the licking you and mga ibang toys, maybe it's for comfort.
Yeah.
Also kasi, even cats to, when they lick, yun nga, it soothes them. So, kung makate, the paws, kaya nila nililik.
I see.
Kasi, hindi naman nila makamot, di ba?
Yeah.
So, they lick kasi it's soothing. So, yun yung delikado na when they're always yung licking yung sa skin nila. Kasi, lalo na for cats, sometimes parang sobrang tutok na sila. I've seen cats na, yun nga.
Sa certain part?
Oo, certain, one part.
Yeah.
Kasi it could be itchy or something, wala nang buhok, namumula na. Can be something parasites or can also be allergies or stress. Kasi nga, it soothes them to lick. So that's when you have to be alarmed na, lalo na kung may parts na walang hair or namumula. And again, kaya different breeds have these nutrients. So for your golden retriever, if you actually look at the RC diet, mas mataas yung mga nutrients niya for the skin.
Yeah.
Like omega-3 and 6, even for Shih Tzus, compared to other breeds like Dachshund or Beagle. Yeah.
So yun, to reduce irritation and skin health, of course, it has to be Royal Canin hair and skincare. Meron din tayo niyan, di ba? See that?
For cats, yeah.
All right, next up, never have I ever worried about rashes or skin flare-ups. 3, 2, 1, go!
Puro ako ay.
Hindi personal sa mga pets natin.
Me too.
Oo. I have. So why does this usually happen, Doc?
The skin.
The skin flare-ups, the rashes.
So, different reasons, no? Sometimes pet owners go agad sa diet na allergic yung aso ko sa ganito or yung cat ko sa ganito when they see them scratching. But you have to make sure na meron silang tick and flea preventive. So, it's not pulgas, it's not garapata, or galis. Okay? So, then you can think more, okay, could be a food allergy, but then the vet has to really diagnose to do these tests, like a food elimination trial, meaning you feed your dog a special diet for 2 months, tapos after that, you try another diet. It's gonna flare up. Yeah. Then it could be food. Also, we forget about the treats that we give. Could also be that, kung food allergy. But parang sa Shih Tzu kanina, atopy, skin sensitivity. So that's another reason. So yeah, different reasons for skin rashes, skin flare-ups, even the flaking and hot spots. So you have to ask your vet to make sure na ano ba talaga to.
Sa diet.
Could be or could not be. Sometimes actually, usually it's not the diet. It's more of something else. For dogs na let's say, hindi naman sobra yung itching, like slight lang.
Yeah.
Or
I see.
paminsan-minsan. Then we have a diet for that. So that's Royal Canin Comfort, meron for maxi, medium, and mini-size dogs na you can give lang pag nakita mong medyo kinakate si Chompz. Si Chompz talaga eh. Tapos biglang okay na siya.
Yeah.
Then you can go back to his regular diet. Tapos mamaya nangatin na naman, pwede. So it's really for just slight itching. No?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Never have I ever overfed my pet by accident.
Oh
What
my God.
accident? Sige, accident
Sige
muna tayo.
na,
3, 2, 1,
honest
go.
ako.
Accident?
I have never. Hindi kasi sadyayo sa'yo. Hindi
What do you
accident.
mean by
Overfeed. Like,
Yeah.
kunyari, nabuhusan mo ng sobra, gano'n.
Or ang dami mong
Un-
treats na binigay in a day.
Unintentionally.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have.
Parang I always overfeed them.
How do you know if you've overfed your dog?
Really
Or
good
your
question. So that's why diets like RC, sa likod may feeding guide yan, like the table. So you read. So kuwari, for dogs, it's based on their weight and their activity level. So kung low lang yung activity level nila, titingnan mo doon sa table, ito lang.
I see.
And it's per day ha, kasi may na-meet na
But
akong
what if they cry
pet
and
owners
ask
sa
for
RC na
more?
per meal.
Valid.
But what if they cry and ask for more?
Maybe they're not asking for food, baka ano lang.
Asking
pet.
for attention.
Yeah, di ba?
What
So, pwede
if
yun.
say for example they finish their food and they finish their food fast.
Tapos may,
Yeah, and it's like they want more. It's like they're looking
Yeah.
at the
Push
bowl,
the
then they're
bowl.
looking at you, then
Okay,
they're looking
yeah.
at the bowl.
Definitely relate kasi ganyan yung dogs ko.
Uh-huh.
That's why I use a slow feeder.
a slow feed.
So our interactive feeder, I make it like a game or puzzle para they have to work more for their food. Now for cats naman, kasi di ba pabalik-balik sila kumain.
Oh,
Super
hindi isang upuan.
OMG.
But you have to make sure na bibigay mo pa rin for the day is just
Enough.
Kasi nga, overweight dogs and cats, and ngayon, ang dami na.
Ang
Yeah,
cute pa naman
sobrang-
ng ang cute naman overweight na
Yun
pusa.
nga, pero umiikli yung buhay nila.
Aw.
And they get more prone kasi to diseases, like diabetes, ganyan. Kasi may mga cats akong patient before na,
May sweets? Nagsusweet sila.
hindi, just overfeed.
Bakit may sweets? Hindi gano'n.
Hindi, overfeed la, obese sila. So, kailangan ini-insulin sila.
Yun.
Kaya, yeah, we have, like for ako din, like with my dog, sometimes parang naging overweight siya. So, pag parang kita ko, medyo slightly overweight na siya, then I had to change her diet to another RC diet called lightweight care. Which is, parang yung kibbles niya is
Yeah.
harder, so she has to chew more.
So parang siyang slow
Lower
feeder.
calories.
in kibble form,
Yeah,
parang
pero
ganun.
naka-slow feeder pa rin siya. Yeah, so it has L-carnitine din para
So parang
fat
nakakabusog
metabolism.
siya.
Exactly, high in fiber din.
I see.
So mas
Perfect.
nakakabusog siya faster. So we also have this for medium-sized dog. We also have it for cats. Kasi nga, una-una, again, pet parents yung may kasalanan. We have to admit na
Yeah.
parang overweight
They only
yata.
follow what we give them.
Yes.
Ganon.
And
That's true.
treats should be only 10% of their daily requirement. So, minsan feeling natin yung maliit na piraso ng tinapay is okay lang, pero actually marami na yun for them.
I see.
Or like a whole treat per
Yeah.
day.
Lalo na
ganon.
yung mga binibili natin treats din. Pakonti-konti lang lagi.
Correct.
Actually,
Yeah.
Doc, curious ako on the other side naman because I remember that when they were younger, I somewhat struggled feeding them because they wouldn't want to eat. So even
Picky eater
they were
naman.
picky eaters and etc. like that. So how would you suggest that, especially for our viewers, that
Yeah.
pet owners who struggle with dogs who are picky eaters, like how would you suggest that?
Yeah, dogs, cats can be very picky eaters. Again, it's usually our fault because we give them too much. Parang, I don't know if when they're young, baka do you give them treats na rin? Different types.
I think it's
Or
just a
like
long time
chicken,
ago.
ganyan.
Yeah.
I see.
So, syempre, the more they're exposed to mas smelly
Variety.
food,
Oh my
variety.
God, I can have this, sabi niya.
Di ba? Oh, yung meron palang ganito.
Yes.
Hindi na nila kainin.
Nag-obsession na.
yung
Meron
ano,
naman palang ganito. Bakit kailangan
kibbles nila.
bumalik? Oo.
And especially if you give it to them before their kibbles. That's why they start being picky.
Yeah.
Dogs, lalo na yung mga mini dogs. No, that's why we have diets like the RC, Royal Canin Exigent na for mini dogs. Kasi mini dogs yung lagi mo katabi, di ba? So, lagi
Yeah.
sila yung naabutan.
Correct.
But also, like Poms, very picky. I don't know, Pom mo, picky eater ba?
Hindi siya picky eater.
Hindi siya picky. Oh, that's good. Pero kasi mini dogs can have parang weaker sense of smell than bigger dogs. Kaya usually sila yung picky, but also cats. May cats na, yung cats mo, picky ba? Hindi rin. Swerte ka.
Fairness.
You're a good
Parang
pet
lagi silang
parent.
gutom na gutom.
Problema sa
Oo,
pet
oo,
owner,
oo.
no?
Kasi yung mga cats
Tapos hindi ko pala
naman-
pinapakain, no?
Kaya pala.
Kaya pala.
Kaya hindi mo alam.
Parang kada punta ko ng kusina, lagi silang napusun.
Yeah.
Pakainin ko. Yun ang problema sa akin. Mabilis akong matalo sa ganun. Pag gumano na kagad sila,
Wag.
bigay na agad. Yan.
Or ginagawa ko, nag-iiwan ako ng par amount ng kibbles na parang binibigay ko as extra. So, kare, sa golden retriever ko, parang nilagay ko na, minimeasure ko sa everyday, like, ito lang.
Yeah.
Pero magtatago ako ng konti para pag humingi siya.
So
Yung
parang
bibigay
psyche
ko.
game na lang
Yes.
siya.
Oo.
Pero the exigent,
Yeah.
diba? The RC exigent, it really is like for may specific taste and smell siya.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
and kibble that is appealing
Exactly.
to those who are picky eaters.
Yes.
So kumbaga mas madodraw sila dun sa pagkain.
Oh, it's very smelly, but good type of smelly
For them.
for them. So instead of giving treats or something extra, instead na maglagay ka ng topper,
Oo.
just give food na designed
Exigent
for
na lang.
picky eaters.
Okay, last na tayo. Never have I ever been amazed by how shiny my pet's coat looked after a diet change. So after nyo pinakain ng, let's say, ng RC, you switched to RC and then you saw the shiny coat, nagulat kayo, never have I ever, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, maganda ka talaga na. English ka so. Never have
Okay, nagulat ka nung nakita mo after nung bagong diet, ay, wow, ganda na nung
Alam mo,
coat
kasi
niya.
RCC talaga ever since.
Ayun.
So parang walang
so
shift.
wala ka nang
Yes.
napansin.
Walang shift. Parang
Walang gulat factor.
never ko silang nakitang pangit.
Sana all. Yeah, tama
But
naman.
yeah, tama
Well, what did you notice when you switched to Royal
Ako
Canin?
naman, especially for, si Chompz kasi mas mahaba yung hair niya. Si Theo,
Oh.
mas makapal yung hair
Oh.
niya. And minsan talaga mapapansin mo, lalo na kunwari, like, pag lumabas sila sa
Yeah.
tanghali, may glow talaga, especially si Chompz.
Agree.
As in,
Same.
hindi ko alam, pero parang minsan nagre-reflect yung
Pag
light.
natamaan ng ilaw
Oo,
pa,
as in
no?
kasi before, nagkasakit kasi si Chompz one time. And then, we shifted kasi to RC.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to prioritize his vitamins and etc. like
Oo.
that. Tapos, when parang nawala kasi yung one part of his hair, parang his chest got, parang basically kailangan i-shave because of the
Okay.
irritation, so on and so forth. Tapos nung pagkatubo niya, sabi ko, ayos na ito. Parang ang leon. Na parang sa
Yeah.
ganun siya. And then sobrang ganda
Yeah.
ng pag-reflect ng light. Tapos ayun.
That's nice.
Same. Yeah, sa golden retriever ko, pag
Yeah.
nakahilata siya under the sun or sa beach, just parang yung
I know.
Picturean.
grabe, parang kumikinang eh.
Di ba?
Oh, and actually ako, dati hindi sila naka-RC. Kaya ako nasa RC na.
Kaya kayo dapat mag-RC.
Because I wanted I wanted the best for my dog. So, and you really, it's not only the shine, but also wala siyang smell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kasi
yeah, that's a
minsan
big deal.
may, ang kakaligo lang niya, yung mga nakita kong patients, but actually may amoy.
Oo.
Sa RC, wala. Wala siyang amoy.
So, Doc, may ano pala yun? May factor pala yun. Pagka hindi ganun kaganda yung quality ng food na pinapakain mo, may possible na
Yes.
mangamoy yung
Lumalabas
coat
yung-
nila.
Actually,
I
kasi
see.
yung
Side
skin and coat, yung fur is actually a sign ng health ng dog or cat mo. So, kami kulang na nutrients sa kanilang diet. Even if
Pag
that
medyo
nutrient
magaspang yung fur,
gaspang,
ganon.
yun nga,
Or dry.
or parang may some kind of like bald spots. Ibig sabihin, may kulang sa
Yeah.
diet.
Interesting.
Well, there's Royal
Yeah.
Canin coat care for that as well. But I have to ask, kasi we've already said specific Royal Canin food specifically for different issues.
Yeah.
But we also have Royal Canin for specific breeds.
Yeah.
Now, when do we decipher what to feed our dog at certain times? Kasi like, I have a Shih Tzu, pero
Yeah.
what if kailangan niya ng coat care, ganyan. How do I go about that?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, kung naka-Royal Canin Shih Tzu na siya, tapos let's say, napansin mo nga, parang right now, hindi siya ganun ka-shiny or maybe medyo nag-itch siya, then you can shift to the ones for sensitivities like thermocomfort, coat care, or baka medyo picky siya at the time, exigent. So you can shift, no? And it's up to you if you want to stay with that diet or go back to the breed diet. Still, first choice would be the breed one.
Okay.
Kasi
Akala ko,
yun yung
stick with the diet
priority.
or stick with another dog choice.
Okay, di ganun nga.
But
So,
then would
yun,
you say that because usually, right, when you change dog foods, it's somewhat, it needs to be a gradual
It's an
change as well.
adjustment.
Yes,
phase.
there's a transition period then. Same
Yeah.
with cats. Hindi mo yung bibiglain na ito na yung baga mo.
Yun ang mali ko
Kailangan-
sa kanya.
Yun.
When I first got, anong name nung isa? Billy.
Nakalimutan na si
Inano ko na
Billy.
kagad. Shinif ko na kagad dun sa Royal Canin.
May mga ano yun, di ba, Doc? Like yung mga 1/4 muna, 1/2,
Yeah.
half-half.
So, in
ganyan.
a span of like 7 days, kukonti-kontiin mo yung pag-add ng new diet. Either if it's like Shih Tzu to coat care, Persian to hair and skin,
Yeah.
or from kitten to adult to senior, always. I even recommend na from one bag to the other bag, you can also
Slowly na.
transition.
Okay.
I see.
So, bago pa maubos yung bag mo, bukas ka na ng bago, tas yeah, you can transition then.
Grabe. Ang dami natin na pag-usapan. I mean, from the games and at the same time, mga personal anecdotes natin. I think a lot of our listeners, a lot of our viewers have learned so many things. And even, I bet kayong dalawa din, Fonzi
Oo
and Chompz.
naman.
Ang dami
Wow!
nga. Free consultation.
Yun na nga, nakakatawa, diba? Ay, sino sabing free? May singilan ko after.
Sisigilin pa
Oo.
mamaya, no?
Actually, may take
Tinatali
notes
ko
kami
eh.
nakanote
Nakanote
na
na.
sa camera. No, but what are things siguro, Doc, na lang sa'yo, na mga tips that you think fur parents should know or should take note, especially those who are thinking about getting their fur baby after this conversation?
Yeah, so I think, first is, we have to remember pets are not people. You know, they're amazing the way they are as dogs and cats. So we have to respect their nature. And again, iba sila, iba yung nutrition nila, iba yung needs nila. So we have to respect that. And when you're looking for a diet, remember these 3 questions. Una, is it safe? Kasi that's, of course, our priority na safe yung food para sa kanila. Next, of course, is it nutritious for them? But sometimes pet food can be safe and nutritious, but yung next is it right for my particular pet? So those are
Yeah.
3 questions. No, that's why at Royal Canin, we have these tailored diets na hindi lang one for all.
Yeah.
No, you have to really respect who they are, and give them the right nutrition for them to thrive and for them to be with us for longer.
Si Doc na yun sa technical side. Pero ako, as a fur parent for 2 boys, just realize that it's a commitment. It's a long-term commitment. Hindi lang siya pwede yung bibilin mo bukas, 1 week paglalaroan, and then the next week hindi mo napapansinin. But rather, kailangan mo siya alagaan, know what's best for your dog, know what's best for your cats, and tratuhin niyo siya talaga na parang pamilya siya. Ganun. So, commitment for me.
Ikaw naman, Chompz. Ay, Chompz.
Yours ka share.
Si Doc na sa technical side, tapos...
Hindi. Pero totoo, nabanggit na rin ito ni Doc. You need to respect your pets. Ako naman, you need to respect your pets, hindi lang sa needs nila, but more on how they are, what they are. For example, ako, dalawa yung pusa ko, dalawa yung aso ko. Iba yung needs ng pusa. Hindi porket clingy yung mga aso ko, dapat I would expect my cats to be clingy as well. Yung nature nila, respetuhin nyo kung ano yung ugali nila. Kasi minsan nakikita ko sa mga pet owners, gusto ko to para sa aso ko, kahit uncomfortable na yung pets. So, I need to end this with a bang. Let's respect our pets. Sorry, ulitin ko yun.
Wow, what a bang. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, so now that we talk about caring for... Ay,
Never pa.
Ulitin pa. Okay, sorry. Okay, ulit.
So, aside from...
Ba't kiniiyak? Ba't kiniiyak emotional?
Kasi nga when it comes to pets, emotional.
I understand.
Yeah, bukod sa unconditional love that we give our pets, we also need to respect and get to know them. Hindi confident.
Okay, ganda.
Galing.
Okay, let's end it with completing the statement. Because of my pet, I learned to blank. Simulan ko. Di pwede ako naman.
Ikaw.
Parang sali naman ako sa conversation na to, diba? Because of my pet, I learned to be more... Sige, chop. I learned to be more observing of reactions and of things, diba? Kasi nga, nasanay ka na lang na parang little thing lang, di mo na pinapansin. Pag sa sarili mo lang ba, di mo na masyado papansinin. Pero sa kanila, once you see na konting irritable lang, konting hindi kumakain, konting may ginagawa na hindi usual, now you're kinda, you're more attentive to their needs. So, I think that's what I learned from my pet. How about you?
Ako, ano nga ulit yung statement?
Because of my pet, I learned to...
Similar to Fonz, na parang lahat talaga ng decisions ko umiikot sa kanila.
Yeah.
And so I need to always take into consideration, etc. Tapos, parang ngayon, di lang yung buhay ko yung iniisip.
Yeah.
That's why I would say it really changed my life a lot.
Totoo, no? There are times pa na mas iniisip pa yung pet mo kasi sa sarili mo. Gusto mo bilhin to, pero hindi, mas kailangan ni ganito yung ganito. Really, babies talaga. That's how we treat them. How about you, Doc? Bigyan natin ng time si Fonz pag-isip.
Oh my gosh, akala ko ako
Because
may time
of
pa.
my
Okay.
pet, I learned to...
Oh my gosh, okay. Because of my pets, no,
Pets.
I have 9. I learned to be more, shucks. Oh no. Di ko alam.
Fonz?
Kung as in literal sabihin ko na lang yung sentence, baka mawala pa.
Sige,
go.
Because of my pets, I learned that I am capable of being loved unconditionally. Cue music. Hindi, totoo lang. Kasi,
True.
just like what you said earlier, I started having pets during the pandemic because I needed someone na parang makakausap. Kasi mag-isa lang ako dun sa bahay. Tapos nung na-realize, ganito pala maging pet owner. Kahit lumabas ka, anong gawin mo sa labas, pagbalik mo, yung asong yun, ikaw lang yung mundo niya.
Correct.
And I never felt that from anyone. If people have dogs, their lives would be so much better. Or pets.
Totoo.
I care more about other pets, yung mga aspins, puspins, na parang pag minahal lang yung mga yan, hindi nyo katatakutan yan. Babait yan.
Correct.
Yung mga kinakatakutan ng mga binabato-bato mga aspin. Nag-shift talaga yung utak ko. Parang feeling ko, I respect the nature as a whole. Palalim na ng palalim.
So, bakit ka na-emotional right now?
Emotional ba?
And I just want to share because I totally understand that because when you
Yeah.
have dogs and especially when you understand the connection that you have with your dogs and you start to empathize with other people as
Yeah.
well. That's why I just want to share also story with Fonz. Earlier, my dog got out and he
Here.
went out and the first person who ran was Fonz. And he has a husky as well and I was honestly touched by it because we were running
Yeah.
really really far and that's when I understood that Fonz was doing it because he understood the level of connection that I had with Theo because he also had that with his dog.
Yeah.
And it's more of that sense that when you start having a pet or when you start to understand what it means to have a connection with, similar to what Fonz said,
Yeah.
the unconditional love, that the pet is basically parang ikaw lang kasi yung mundo ng pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You basically understand how much that means.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's beautiful. That's why when you have a pet, it's something that's a big commitment, but as much as it is a big commitment, it's also a beautiful gift.
Kind of like parenting. It's rewarding,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
When you see that they're reacting sa pagmamahal din na binibigay mo
Yeah.
sa kanila.
Yeah, and you said the word empathetic.
Yeah.
You learn to empathize,
Yeah.
and I guess that's what I learned from my pets, to be more empathetic. And when you have a pet, dogs and of course cats. Let's not forget cats. They really help you heal them.
Yeah.
There's like a mutual healing when you have a pet.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was trying to say.
I think
and
nasabi mo naman.
healing
Oo.
and empathy.
Empathy. Ang ganda. No, but thank you so much for the wonderful conversation.
Thank you.
You guys
Thanks,
are amazing. And of course, kay Doc Kitsie, thank you for your insight.
Thank you.
And we've
so
learned
much.
so much from this. And I hope a lot of our listeners, all of you guys listening, watching, that you've learned a thing or two from this podcast. And let us know what you guys want to hear next. What are the stories that you have that you think you need help with? Let us know. We would love to give you guys the answers to your questions. And I hope that you listen to the next episode. Again, this has been the podcast brought to us by Royal Canin. Thank you guys so much, and make sure to take care of your pet's health and their needs. We love you guys, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye, guys!
Thank you.
Royal Canin.
Royal Caniner.
Canoners.